pleasure to open this session, welcome you all to this meeting. I'd like to a special welcome, not just to those in the room, but those who are online. We've got quite a good group online. And those of you who are online, Christine Segesser is actually monitoring your comments and will make sure that you're able to participate. I really look forward to this meeting and other meetings of our membership and our chapters. I have made so many friends. I've seen many of you this past week at our Africa chapters meeting, and we'll hear more about that from Dawud Bekele, who is our director for Africa. Made many new friends, and also at the DNS Forum. So thank you for giving us another few hours of your time. We have a change this evening. This was done in consultation with many of you. We're going to be seeking your feedback after this meeting to see whether you think this worked, or whether parts of it worked and other things we might incorporate. But what we have done is some things that are the same. And what is the same is that we've brought together the membership at an ICANN meeting. And so we have brought together all of you so that we can talk about what is of importance to us with regard to ICANN, but also with regard to the values of ISOC. The second thing we have done that is the same is that we have made sure that you all have an opportunity to get to know each other better, get to know us better, and we get to know you better. And for those of you who are not in the room, we welcome you to lift a glass of something wet, because we are here, have something to eat, depending on what time of the day it is where you are, but join us in the social as well as the professional mood we have here. What we're doing different is that instead of having two meetings here, we are combining two into one. So as you will recall, we have in the past had an ISOC at ICANN meeting that was led by Marcus Kumar, our VP of Public Policy, to talk about ICANN issues. And we have had another meeting of our chapters to talk about ISOC and chapter issues. We're going to do both tonight. We're also going to be moving through this meeting, not just because we want to make sure that jet lag doesn't kick in, but also because we think it may be even more conducive to conversation than we've had in the past. So let me, with that, invite you to participate openly and actively, and let me now turn this over to our wonderful local host, the head of our South African chapter, Alan Levine.
Thank you, Walda. Thank you very much, and welcome everybody to Durban, South Africa. It's really great to have you here in South Africa for the second time, and this time in Durban. I especially wore this hat today because I felt that I needed to make sure that when I walk along the road here, actually, I wanted to, as they say in Afrikaans, inblend. I wasn't quite so sure, but anyway, so we get a lot of pros and cons of being here in Durban. You get the opportunity to inblend, but I think there's a great deal of hospitality here. It might not be the richest or the most beautiful or the main locus tourist attraction, but the people here seem to really care, and they seem to really want us here. So it might not be the most beautiful or the smartest, or I feel comfortable here, and I think that it was really a good choice to have this ICANN meeting here. So actually this afternoon I'm bumped. and I went to the Johnny Clegg concert. There was Johnny Clegg is one of our famous South African anti-establishment musicians, and he was playing in the Durban Botanical Gardens. I don't know if anybody else was there. It was absolutely fabulous. And he spoke about the golden years after Mandela. And I'm kind of feeling like I was in the golden years of ICANN, like we had golden years in South Africa, the new South Africa. I feel that there were golden years of ICANN because even though I haven't been at ICANN meetings for some time, it's really good to welcome so many familiar faces. Of course there are new faces too, but it's also really good to welcome so many familiar faces. And I think that although it feels like ICANN is a mature organization now, and beyond its golden years, and it's set up got great people in it and firm foundations, my sense is that within ISOC we're heading for change. And having been involved in ISOC for a long time and participating in the chapter workshops earlier this week, I felt that certainly in South Africa it looks like in the rest of the world as well, we're heading for some very exciting things, and so I'm very happy to be here in Durban and be able to welcome you all. I think the most important thing about the Internet Society is the small s. I'm involved with the Internet Society because of the Internet Society, and I'd just like to say that to me the most important thing about being a member of ISOC is that I feel if I go anywhere in the world, there's a friend and a colleague that I can reach out to that will go out of their way to help me. And I just want to tell you all, I had a few approaches this time, but because I wasn't directly involved in the organizing, I helped everyone else who came to me. And certainly at the last meeting I was involved in the organizing, and I reached out and I said, anybody ever needs help, please, I'd like to extend my hand to any ISOC member out there. If there's anything that I can do for them, if they ever need anything in South Africa, I will go out of my way to try and help you, at least put you in touch with the people that can help you if I can't help you directly myself. And I think that's the wonderful thing about ISOC. So welcome. If there's anything I can do to help you, please just be in touch with me. Unfortunately, I'm the anomaly today, but I get to speak, so you get to know my name. Alan Levine from ISOC South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan, for that warm welcome. My name is Ruud Janssen. I will be guiding you through some parts of the program this evening. And I would like to invite everybody, first of all, to join us for a conversation over on this side of the room. And as you're doing this, I would like to ask you to do two things. One is, as you stand up, take the lanyard with the badge that you currently have, and as you walk over here, give it to somebody else, okay? As you give it to somebody else, I would like you to walk with that person towards here and be their seat neighbor, and join us over here on this side of the room. And David Bekele will be joining me to this conversation. So please do get up and join us over here for that conversation. Don't forget, exchange your badge with somebody else. If you don't have a badge, give them a name card,
Give them a kiss.
whichever you like, and have a very brief conversation with them. Where you're from, how you got to ICANN, and how you are connected to ISOC. So please join us over here on this side of the room. Let's take 2 minutes to do this. It shouldn't take too long. You can leave your things behind. Always over here is somebody else's badge and your conversation. So please do join us. We've got a couple of circles here to join us in. So normally only this is done after a good football match. You exchange t-shirts, right? So please join us over here. Let's not take too long to do this. Give your badge to somebody else and join us over here for the conversation. Thank you.
So I sit next to my badge. I have one name.
Yes, everybody. Yeah.